I am technically in Cuba right now, here in Tampa, Florida. Hey, I'm Seth.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are Extravaganza, and today we are in Tampa, Florida. Here's 7 things you probably didn't know about Tampa. In fact, I guarantee you at least 5 of these you didn't know. Unless you're from here, then you're cheating, and goodbye.
Alright, so we are in Centro Ybor, which is a National Historic Neighborhood in Tampa, and today we're going to be doing a few things here that are very unique to the city. So we are currently on our way to go pick up a cigar because Ybor City is actually the capital of cigars. Basically, it used to be a small town of about 1,000 people, and then a man moved here with the last name Ybor and started the cigar factory, which at one point in time was the largest cigar factory in the world.
Alright, so we just stopped off at Tabanero Cigar Shop here in Ybor City. We spoke to the owner actually. He kind of gave us an inside look and some info.
We've been in this corner 5 years.
Oh, nice.
But we've been manufacturing in Tampa and Ybor 10 years. Before COVID-19, we were 4 cigar rollers doing 750 cigars a day.
Oh, wow. But we bought 2 cigars on the cheaper end. Some of the cigars in there were over $300. Ours were like $7 or $8. This is probably gonna look really bad. I've never really lit a cigar before. I'm not a cigar smoker.
This is actually my first time ever smoking a cigar.
I think I've hit one before.
How do you like hold it? Okay.
Not like that probably. How is it?
It tastes really good.
Yeah.
This one's kind of sweet.
So we are definitely not professionals at smoking cigars.
So we are currently at Centennial Park in Ybor City, and there are tons of wild chickens and roosters roaming all around the city, and they are descendants of the original residents that were here over 100 years ago, and they're still wild, still roaming, and the locals and tourists don't mess with them. They're just part of the city now.
The owner of that cigar shop was telling us that the city did try to get rid of them at one point, but a lot of the locals really loved them, and the mosquitoes got really bad after they were gone, so they brought them back home. Standing out here beside Columbia Restaurant. This is not only the oldest restaurant in the state of Florida, it's the oldest Spanish restaurant in the United States, and it's the largest Spanish restaurant in the world. And this place is huge and it's very impressive. It takes up a whole block, but it's been ran by the same family since 1905 continuously.
All right, so we were lucky enough to squeeze in a reservation at Columbia Restaurant. I'm guessing it's because of COVID that we were even able to get a reservation here. We called about 30 minutes ago and scheduled one, which is insane because I'm guessing this place is usually booked up.
Yeah.
But he just put on his button down, we put some nicer shoes on, and now we are ready to eat at the oldest Spanish restaurant in the United States.
Really good.
Yeah. All right, guys, so I am technically on Cuban soil here in Tampa, Florida. This is the Parque de Amigos Jose Marte, and it's a park that pays homage to Jose Marte, which was an advocate for Cuban freedom. And this park has technically been Cuban territory since 1956. So yeah, basically, we're standing on Cuban soil.
Tampa loves pirates. Out here on Bayshore Boulevard, right behind me, is the Gasparilla pirate ship. Every year, for over 100 years, they've had a pirate festival called Gasparilla Pirate Festival. It's been described as like a Mardi Gras, but with pirate costumes. So Mardi Gras Pirate Festival sounds pretty cool. There's a lot of history involving a pirate named Jose Gasparilla in the Tampa Bay area.
I actually didn't know this before coming to Tampa, but this is the location of the first scheduled commercial airline flight. It would take passengers from Tampa to St. Petersburg and vice versa, and it only costed $5 a person, and the ride took about 22 minutes, but the plane could only fly about 5 feet above the water while crossing Tampa Bay. And it only could hold 2 people at a time, the pilot and the one passenger that paid to go.
So Tampa is basically Sin City. Despite having a lot of beautiful churches like the one right behind me, it's got a lot of things going on here that would not make a lot of religious people feel very warm and fuzzy. Like for instance, in the early 90s, death metal really started emerging here, and it was known as the death metal capital of the world. And towards the end of the 90s, it was basically a strip club hub, known as one of the strip club capitals of the United States. Lots and lots of famous strip clubs. Also, it's the least religious observing city in the South, and one of the most in the United States, behind the obvious ones like Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, and Seattle. But yeah, this place is not super religious, but there are a lot of beautiful churches here. So that's one thing going for it if you're a religious person here in Tampa.